Ian, my friend, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Pat. You?
I'm doing great. I'm just
Is
riding
that
this
do you have a
helicopter.
horn growing in your head?
That is a piece of shrapnel that I picked up in the event of Ground Zeroes. You've never seen this game, have you?
No, I haven't seen any of this.
This is Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. It's a really, really, really good game. Maybe the best game that came out last year.
That's pretty.
Yeah, it's a beautiful game. It runs in a stunning, crisp, silky, milky 60 frames per second, pretty consistently. It's fantastic because I didn't expect a Metal Gear game to adapt so beautifully to an open world game. Like it's really a sandbox, and well, literally, haha, look at all the sand. But also, it's a game where you're continuously developing new, amazing stealth tools. That
Do
just,
any of your people in the base ever call you, like they want to go bowling and stuff like that? Is that the level of
you don't have to hang out with your cousins. You do want to go back to base occasionally and hang out with people and raise morale by beating them up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's this great, like, weird daddy relationship you have with everybody on your base where...
Do they call you daddy? Is it that type of relationship? Like,
They come pretty damn close. If you punch somebody on your base and you give them a second to stagger and recover, they'll salute you and say, "Thank you, boss!"
okay,
it's
that's
it's fantastic. Okay, so this is what Metal Gear is all about. Is I'm up on a ridge. I'm going to take out a tank unit. So I'm going to look at these guys. I'm going to scout them out from a distance.
figure
with
out
my...
how you can kill them without alerting the other one.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I want to do. And that is my target down there. I want to take that tank out.
Now, at this point, Pat, are you contemplating how these are men with families and mothers that raise them and?
It's not fun killing them if I don't. So.
Okay.
So I'm going to say, it looks like we got 1, 2, well, let's just do a scan here. Got about 5 guys on the ground and 1 tank. Let's scan this ridge for snipers. And this is where our huge tool set of neat gizmos comes in. For example, here's my little box.
Okay, that's new.
So I've got these sleep grenades I could toss over there to knock them out. I can use this active decoy, which is one of my favorite things in the whole game because it plays little Kiefer Sutherland voice samples when you pop it up.
From other Kiefer Sutherland things, though, like 24.
Unfortunately, just him saying, "Kept you waiting, huh?" over and over again. So these guys have noticed my little decoy there, which will give me time to give him a little sting. A little sting on this guy, too. Got to quickly do it so the other guy doesn't see him fall asleep. And these guys should be getting pretty sleepy any second now. Oh, what happened to your buddy? What happened to your buddy? Same thing that's going to happen to you. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave D-Dog right
Now, will
here.
he alert people if he gets too close? Or do they use like that type of like, system in games where it's like, oh, nobody can see him.
D-Dog will never alert anybody to my presence. They will shoo him away if they find him.
Okay.
But they don't think it's weird that a dog in full combat gear is just hanging out. So I left D-Dog over there.
Is that a dog in a suit running around? Oh, that's normal.
And I'm going to have him bark. See if he can attract
I
their
thought for a
attention.
second that he just was going to go bark, because that's what you say to him.
All right, so that guy's gonna go scope out D-Dog, which is maybe not the outcome I was looking for, but
It's just a dog with an eye patch. Don't worry about it.
again, it's really cool. You've got a lot of freedom and stuff you can do, especially with the companions. So, for example,
There's a whole like sub.
I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this guy, and it looks like his friends didn't notice, so we're doing okay.
That dog did a backflip after it killed somebody.
He did, and he was probably too far away for you to notice, but he also pulled a knife out of a sheath to kill that guy. I'm gonna huck a sleep grenade over this tank, hopefully take out a couple of those guys, and then lift the tank on out of here. They're gonna notice that grenade, but it
I
should
want
be
to say
okay.
you've shown an incredible amount of restraint already invading this base.
And you know what? We're not even gonna blow up this thing. We're just gonna send it skyward. And, oh, you know what? Last thing, rocket punch. And that is, in fact, Kiefer Sutherland yelling rocket punch. All right, so those guys are knocked out. So that's just kind of the level of like tool set that you have in this game.
So you're missing an arm normally? Is that?
Pardon me?
You're missing an arm normally?
Somehow it regenerates, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that is Metal Gear Solid 5 being played the way that you're kind of supposed to play it out of the box. But in some later missions, in the end of the game sort of asks you to repeat earlier missions in subsistence mode. And what that means is you are landing with none of the gear I just showed you. No gun, no partner, no ammunition, no gadgets, just you and your mission objective. And it really, really changes the way that the game works. Like I said, those subsistence missions were a lot of fun, and I wanted more of them, but the game actually doesn't let you unequip your primary weapon. So to make the closest simulation I could of those missions for my own enjoyment, I made this setup here where I've got the water pistol as my sidearm, which can't kill anybody. I've got the sawed-off shotgun just because it's the smallest profile hip mount weapon that I can get, and my rule is I'm not allowed to use it. And when I procure my first weapon out in the field, it'll hopefully replace this one. I am going to disable my bionic arm. I'm going to say goodbye to my buddy, go in alone. You know, actually, I'll bring in D-Horse. I think I should be allowed to have a horse with me just for transportation. That seems fair, right? Yeah, okay. Thank you, D-Horse. But D-Horse is going to be naked. And just to symbolize my nakedness, I'm going to go ahead and
Be naked.
put on the olive drab and do this game's version of naked. All right, so we are coming in at nighttime because it'll give us a slightly better chance of getting anything done here. I've done this a couple times in the past, and it can get very frustrating very fast, but when it works, it works. Dulcet tones of Gloria by Laura Branigan, which is exactly what Snake, a cool spy guy, would land to in his helicopter.
Maybe he's one of those tough guys that just doesn't like the life's not tough music, you know?
Yeah.
It's just unapologetic about it. It's like, whatever, I like Spandau Ballet, deal with it.
Spandau Ballet is in this game too.
Nice.
All right, so in this area here, there is a highly skilled soldier, so we're gonna use my iDraw to place a mark on there.
What type of skills does he have? What makes him so skilled?
I don't know, I guess we'll find out when we
You're
get it.
like straight Putining right now.
I'm glad that's a verb. And you know, actually the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into my settings, and I'm going to turn off that thing where it goes into slow motion mode when I get spotted.
Oh, that's a setting, huh?
Yeah, because that makes things a little too easy. I'd say this is the first time playing a Metal Gear game that I have felt that I'm going to drop down onto the side of my horse here, so I just look like a horse riding by.
Just a horse riding by?
Just a horse.
Kind of like just the dog with the eye
Just
patch.
a regular horse here. Oh, see, they got a sniper at that base, so I should probably get off my fucking horse. If I can remember how. Okay, they spotted me. This is bad. I'm going to run away for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and lay down over here. And, oh, fuck. So this is how this usually goes.
It did not take long for things to hit the fan. Just wait it out.
Yeah, so it looks like they're scoping out where I was, so I might actually use this opportunity to get a little bit closer.
Analysis. That's the target.
That's the target, and he's shooting mortars at where I just was.
I thought you were trying to rescue him.
I am. And that's the thing in this game is literally any soldier out on the field is a potential ally. So it really changes the way you play when you're looking at like I scan that guy and I'm like, oh, that guy's got an S in combat.
Oh, so it shows you all their stats. Oh, interesting.
I want that guy on my team. So instead of
I'm gonna go attach a balloon to his belt.
Right. Yeah.
Come join me in Neverland.
All right. So these guys are working their way back here. I'm gonna tag their friend.
Will that stay on forever? Can you tag them?
Yep. That'll stay on indefinitely. So I think my first move is going to be to go up and try to see if I can grab that sniper off the ridge. All right, if that guy stays off by himself, I should be able to nab him. How do you think you would do in this sort of situation?
In real life?
Yeah.
If it's anything like a video game, terrible. I would have been murdered by now. Running in with my water gun or whatever.
How are you?
Horseback, shirtless.
Generally, how are you in stealth games?
Awful. Terrible.
All right, so I'm going to pop up on my feet. I'm going to choke this motherfucker out. Hello.
Shh, go to sleep.
Everything's fine. I'm actually going to interrogate him, see if I can get some information out of him. All right, just tell me stuff I already know.
Open up his cards, dude. Yeah, I'm terrible in stealth games.
All right, so there's another sniper right there, and I think I can take these guys out without them seeing me doing the stuff I'm doing right now.
It's like a combination of not having the patience, just my play style is usually rush down.
All right, you got another one. So far, so good, Ian. See if this guy has any juicy info.
Why did he gonna cut his throat?
Yeah. So he's not going to be out for super long. But if I go over here, and if I can clear this guy out, I can probably Fulton these guys out of here.
You haven't picked up the gun that they have?
Oh, you know what? I probably should. The problem is none of their guns have been silenced so far.
That's not an issue.
So I'm going to move these guys over here. This is not the...
you don't have to Fulton them if you make them just go to sleep forever.
So really our main objective is just to get Blinky there out of here. So if we have to break a couple eggs in the process...
We have to go a little loud, Pat.
Might have to, but the problem is we don't have a non-lethal way of taking that guy down. So if he starts shooting at me, that could be bad.
He doesn't know he wants to be in my army yet.
He doesn't.
He's gonna find out that when he wakes up with a balloon attached to his belt.
This is the kind of guy I could serve.
Like, I'm terrified, but I would like his ideas.
All right, so now I have a weapon that I'm allowed to use.
What happens to the bears you kidnap in this game?
They go to an animal refuge.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You can actually see it. It's not like a hypothetical farm where your dog goes when they die.
Like just something that they tell the gamers, make them feel, oh, we sent them to an animal refuge. They're fine.
The guy back at your base is actually telling that to Snake. It's like, oh.
Tonight's dinner is bear steaks.
Yeah. All right, D-Horse is down there. I wish I could use D-Horse.
We got a little bit of a Gordian knot here, Pat.
What's that?
Gordian knot is a classic tale of, I believe it's been implied on different people apocryphally, but Alexander the Great is presented with this problem. It's this old rope that, it's supposed to be whoever can undo the knot is going to be king or some shit like that. And it's like this old weather-beaten rope that's been soaked and worn together and stuff. And he looks at it and he basically realizes that it's impossible to undo. So what he does is he just cuts the knot in half.
I think I might have to cut that knot in half really soon.
Yeah, so that's the parable of a Gordian knot. It's a problem that can't be undone, except sometimes the simplest solution is with a knife.
Oh, fuck. You know what? Here comes the knife, motherfucker.
Did you just knock him out?
What? Shit, alright, I'm gonna have to lay down. I think I just picked something up. Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
What was that, Pat?
That was me letting you down. So any advice for my next run?
Shot class.
Alright, so new approach. Let's try something different. This time, I'm gonna go louder from the beginning. I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna see if I can get the guy's sniper rifle and see how many people I can kill. And if I can make a dead sprint down to the guy that I actually want,
You just like
I can just
punch him?
I can just hit him with a clothesline and
A lariat.
a lariato and call it good.
This is rugged Afghani terrain.
His elbow's got to be tore up. He's probably using a lot of Jergens. But actually, you know what? He's probably not using a lot of Jergens, because if he was, I'm almost sure Kojima would have integrated some sort of game where you need to apply lotion to your elbows every certain like amount of helicopter missions or deployments, so that you don't get dry and cracked skin, because that lowers your stamina and your sex appeal in the dating sim.
Yeah, so there's a dating sim?
No, there's not.
Yeah, I would have believed you.
Surprise, you're dead! Alright.
So if you were to like throw him off the cliff, would it kill him?
Yes. Depends on the height. It could kill him or it could knock him out. Alright, let's try to remember these controls. Alright, we've got in front of me...
5.
No, there's
6.
2. 6. But,
You have 6 bullets.
you know what?
It's really going loud.
I thought that might take out more than one person.
Yeah, they're pretty close to that explosion.
Oh shit, and there's another guy who isn't even on my radar. That's my target, okay. So maybe if I can play it smart, I can still pick some of these guys off and they won't zero in on my location right away. I'm just gonna try to flank them a little bit first before I pop another shot off at him. I think my priority is gonna be getting that sniper down. All right, Ian. We see our next target. You think I can get him?
See.
You belong to me. I'll never let you go. Shh, don't fight it. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Are there any other wrestling moves you can do on people?
You can hit him with a really big lariat. Oh shit. Oh,
Well,
fuck.
that can happen?
Yep.
Oh, they shot it down?
Yep.
Oh. What if their training covered that, having shoe balloons that are attached to their friends?
That's military 101 stuff. You talk to anyone, talk about boot camp.
Like, if you see your friend floating away, they've just had a balloon attached to him by snake, he's a little bit of a scamp.
All right, but we might have an opportunity here to claim the richest prize. And see if we can get him out of here.
It's a shame you can't Fulton bodies.
But you know what we can do?
Make bodies?
Yep. Surprise, motherfuckers! All right, it's time for you to get out of here. There we go. Ian, mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, that was the one you needed?
Yep,
Woo, you did it, Pat.
we did it. Time to get the fuck out of here.
You listen. You do a running mount?
You can, but not when my horse runs into a brick wall.
It's a weird angle.
So Ian, that was our first successful naked mission together.
I'm all tingly.
Did you learn anything?
No, not really, actually.
Do you feel like you would be better prepared in the stealth espionage situation to...
Yeah, I mean, obviously I approached it with that mindset of if I was in the situation, I'll be dealing with this, and what are some tips?
Well, hey, thank you.
I would just like to see myself disarm one person in real life, and you just did several.
Well, thank you for getting naked with me. Let's do some more of these in the future.
Let's all get naked together.